My friends, it's Tack, back with the Banshee project, part 1. So went through the whole machine, cleaned it up, changed a lot of stripped and missing nuts and bolts and screws. I replaced a lot of screws with bolts. They're just easier to get on and off. You know, Phillips, they just strip too quick. Tightened everything down, cleaned the air filter, and I actually found an outerwear. It was stuck in there. It had 2 holes in it, but I cleaned it up, put it on. Got a new lid, because it didn't have one. Now you notice the zip ties, and bought this nice OEM cover, and it didn't come with the little metal clips in there, so it doesn't hold on tight. So I did this for now, until I can order those. Next, I put on a new breather hose. Thought I'd try one of these little things. I think it's like a check valve, so if you flip over, the gas don't come out. I'm not really sure, but I got one of them because it was missing it. Went through, changed the engine oil. It looked pretty good, so I think he actually did it not long ago. When I changed the 250R oil, it looked disgusting, like it was in there forever. But changed that out. Changed the radiator fluid. Totally drained that. The only fluid I haven't drained yet is the brake fluid. Now, this I'm going to have to replace, this cap, and or the bladder in there, or diaphragm, excuse me. I can't get you to see it, but there's a little nick in this, so I don't know if it's this that's making it leak, or the bladder thingy is leaking. So I got to change that, and one of the ball joints is fucked up. That tire has way too much slack. See how it's not moving? See, this one's moving, that one's not until you really crank it. So that ball joint is screwed up, I gotta change that. So now I bought a new seat cover and new seat foam, so I'm gonna go inside and do that and slap that on. Okay, the next thing I wanna do is replace the seat cover. So I took the seat cover off because it was crappy, and then I looked at the foam underneath and I was like, it was totally soaking wet, nasty, falling apart. The foam is just totally shot. When I sit on it, I like go all the way to the bottom. So I don't know if this is OEM or not, but this thing is shot. So I was like, damn, and now I gotta get seat foam. Oh, let me show you the cover I bought for it. I got it on clearance, right? This is something I usually don't do. I usually don't cheese out. I think this thing was like 23 bucks on clearance. A Neutron. Let me tell you what. This thing is not big enough to fit. Not only that, but I like gripper seats, but this is way too grippy, whatever this is. I mean, it's so bad, you know, if you like slide forward or you try to slide forward on the ATV, your underwear is going to get yanked right up your ass. And that's not comfortable. And it doesn't stretch worth a damn. I heated it up. I did the dryer trick. I did the hair dryer. I put it next to the pellet stove, wood stove. This thing is a piece of shit. Do not buy one of these. So as you can see, I got some brand new seat foam. Man, oh man. If you guys ever need seat foam or seat covers, this is like one of the best companies there is. They've been around for like 25 years. So I hooked up with these guys. You can choose the height difference, low, medium, desert height. You can choose the density, soft, medium, or frickin' hard. I chose medium. This thing is like frickin' perfect. So, I had to order another seat cover. I did the right thing this time. I got a real one. Instead of a frickin' $20 one, you know, this one's like 60 something bucks before shipping. But, I mean, the grippiness, this is what it should be like. It should be grippy, but not like this, like a cheese grater. And this thing will fit. I made sure, you know, that's the thing, don't cheese out on parts. Man, you think I'd know better. I never cheese out on parts. But I was like, oh, it's just a seat cover for the Banshee. No big deal. But that was a dumb move, so I had to go and spend the 70 bucks anyways. So this thing's going to fit awesome. So I'll just save the old one for, I don't know, maybe the Big Bear, whatever it'll fit on. So let's slap this thing on. Okay, after, man, hour and a half of struggling, I got it on. I got one tiny, tiny little one. Man, I've been beating this shit out of myself trying to make this perfect. stretching the hell out. I don't know if I'm just too much of a pussy. I mean, my forearms are freaking thumping just from yank and stretch and staple. Huh. But, yo, looks pretty good. All right. There goes my freaking voice. So, yeah, hopefully that'll just work itself out after riding. But, yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Came out pretty good. So, let's go try this thing on the Banshee. Now, I also changed the spark plugs. Went with some NGK-Rs and went with a colder plug for some high-speed riding. Another thing I did was I changed all the springs on the headers, and I did replace that bracket, that broken bracket. That's why the friggin' header was popping off when I was trying to ride it. So I replaced the other side too, even though I didn't need it. Next, I'm going to put some new grips on it. So these are the grips I'm putting on it, some Renthal grips. These are the medium compound. I've tried those before and they worked out really good. Here they are. Look awesome. Now sometimes when you're doing this you might get some air, so you might want to poke a tiny little hole. That way it lets the air out. You see it says medium compound on it. Yeah. I've had these before on my 400EX and they worked awesome and they lasted a long time. So it looks pretty good. So next is the seat. Shazam, there it is. Yeah, that was a pain in the butt to do, but I did it. Yep, so the only thing I could save was the pan underneath. Use some adhesive, spray glue, put the foam on it, and then stapled the seat cover on it. This is a medium gripper seat. As you can see, Shazam. It's a little dirty because I was handling the crap out of it, just working it on, but yeah. Alright, the Banshee's getting there, man. Now I can technically ride this thing, even with the ball joint a little screwy, just as long as I don't go too ripping fast. But yeah, now it's ready to ride. Thanks as always for stopping by, and until the next time we meet.